And the vet totally screwed up. I mean, really screwed up. They got this cat, Mr. Hank, confused with another cat. Mr. Hank has had a bad couple of days, and we don't know why. He started out about 3 days ago just being very lethargic, just laying around the whole day. And I thought that it was just one of those days where he had a busy day the day before, or like we all have, that he just needed to lay down. And that turned into 2 days of it. And then I noticed that he wasn't eating or drinking. And then when I was grooming him, because he hadn't done it, I noticed how thin he was. And it freaked me out. So of course, I began to Google. And well, you all know what Googling medical symptoms does to humans. It does 10 times worse to cats and dogs. And any animal thing that I Google pretty much has the worst news ever. So we're on the way to the vet. Hank, we're at the vet's office. I know it's scary, but we want you to feel better, baby. So we're about 10 minutes early. But I want to tell you Mr. Hank's story. Mr. Hank is a really special cat. So, in Illinois, his mom came into our lives so unexpectedly. I had a doggy door because I had beagles. And with the amount of work and travel and things, I had a fenced-in yard, and that's what worked for us. Well, one day, I'm sitting at the kitchen table doing work. That's just kind of was my thing. And the doggy door opens, and in comes a cat. I didn't have a cat at all. And it runs in through the doggy door and runs upstairs. Upstairs was Xander's space. And I was in disbelief, what the heck is going on here? So I went upstairs to see what this cat was doing, and it's hiding in the pile of dirty laundry, and she is acting very, Hank, I'm trying to make a video, baby. She was acting very strange. Okay. So after a little bit of disbelief of what's going on, I realized that cat's in labor in Xander's bathroom. And she came in through the doggy door. How did she know to run up there? I still don't know to this day. But she did. She gave birth to, I think it was 6 kittens at the time. Now, I wasn't in the market for being a cat mom. I had in previous years. And Hank was one of them. Now, I wasn't in the market for having a cat. I wasn't ready to do that in my life. I had 2 beagles and I wasn't there. So I made sure they all went to amazing homes. And even the mom went to an amazing home. About 2 weeks later, I get a call from one of the ladies that adopted this cat. And she was freaking out because they went to the vet to get him neutered and get all of his shots. And the vet totally screwed up. I mean, really screwed up. They got this cat, Mr. Hank, confused with another cat. They accidentally declawed Mr. Hank, front and back. terrible. And they forgot to neuter him because they screwed up so bad that they felt terrible. So this lady's calling because she intended to have an outside cat. She wanted him neutered. She was doing the right thing, and the vet screwed up. So poor Mr. Hank had no claws. So she asked him to go ahead and neuter him anyway, and then she asked, would I take him back? I felt so bad for this cat that I said, yes, of course. Like, he can't be an outside cat anymore. Yes, he can come live with me. He can come back to where he was born. It's going to be fine. Hank's large amount of fur protects him. So while he doesn't have claws and can't do the same thing that all cats can do, he doesn't really fight. But if he does, I could tell he's been in some scuffles in his life. The amount of hair on his body protects him. Like a suit of armor. So it's hard to see my Hank sick and acting poorly because he's never been that way before. We're gonna go get him checked out. Oh, and you might be wondering, why didn't you put him in a crate, Jamie? Hank doesn't do crates. He's not into crates. I don't like when any of our animals are sick, but it's really hard to watch your original babies go through stuff. And I'm hoping we can figure it out. Let's go check it out, Hank. Well, we're here. And as I'm telling the vet about what's going on with him, I noticed on the way over that there was a part of his side and right above his tail where he was very sensitive. I don't know if that's any indication of what's going on, like if something physically happened to him, but there's no sores, no wounds. It's so hard to tell on him. Hank, you can't leave. How smart he is. You can't leave, baby. Sorry. No, I know it's sad. I'm sorry, but you can't leave. Come on, they'll be in here soon. Come here. Hank, that's a candle. Okay, Hank. No, you can't, we can't be having that in here, Hank. Your whole tail will catch on fire. Okay, so he gave up on that a little bit. He's not quite ready to be fully done. You think there's hope that there might be someone out there to help him. Poor Hank. It's the saddest thing ever. Well, Mr. Hank has a lot of healing to do. The vet says we don't know what happened, but he's got some broken ribs and a fracture right here where his body meets his tail. But they gave him some steroids and some antibiotics just to be sure. We love you, Mr. Hank. You're a good boy.